An update on the COVID-19 situation in Singapore. 2 locally transmitted cases were confirmed today. Both are unlinked. The remaining 8 cases were imported, with 7 detected upon arrival and the other developed COVID-19 during SHN or isolation. More details will be released later tonight. According to the Health Ministry, swimming, cycling, lifting heavy weights as well as ball and racket games are some of the activities you should avoid for 7 days after receiving your first and second jabs. Appearing in a ministry advisory yesterday, the clarification follows an amended recommendation the same day that people should avoid strenuous physical activity after receiving either of their mRNA COVID-19 vaccination doses. MOH has said this review took place independently of an incident involving a 16-year-old male. He had suffered a cardiac arrest shortly after a strenuous weightlifting session at a gym that took place 6 days after he received his first dose of an mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. Well, joining me now is Dr. Daniel Yeo, a senior consultant, cardiologist and medical director of Apex Heart Clinic in Gleneagles Hospital. Welcome to the show, doctor. So, authorities are still investigating the case of this 16-year-old, whether there is a link between heart issues caused by the COVID-19 vaccine. But as at June the 30th, there were 12 reports of myocarditis and pericarditis occurring in people following their vaccinations with mRNA COVID-19 vaccines. So, Doc, while these incidents are rare, could you briefly explain how these could have happened?
Hi, Olivia. This myocarditis and pericarditis is basically inflammation of the heart muscle and the lining of the heart. And it often occurs together. Sometimes it can just occur singly, so either the heart muscle or just the lining of the heart, but you can have both together. So it's a spectrum. The 2 major ways that this occurs is firstly by direct injury from, let's say, a viral infection or a what we call immune-mediated response. Now with the vaccine, clearly there's no actual virus. What we are seeing is the body mounting an immune response, and along the way, there is some collateral damage where the heart muscle and the lining of the heart is also targeted. So the inflammation causes varying degrees of damage. And if significant enough, persons affected can get symptoms.
I see. So, Dr. Yeo, say I'm someone who's recently been given the COVID-19 shot. What are the signs to watch out for that could point to a cardiac event?
I would say the most important signs would be breathlessness, palpitations, and chest pain. So why breathlessness? Myocarditis or inflammation of the heart muscle will affect the heart's ability to pump blood around the body, thereby causing what we call heart failure. So one of the cardinal symptoms of heart failure is breathlessness. So if someone suddenly feels out of breath for no good reason, or if they normally could do exercise, if they could do a 5-kilometer jog, but now they get out of breath after a kilometer, that's not normal. So that's a very important sign. Chest pain for any reason has to be taken seriously. It could be a sign of myocarditis. It could be a sign of some other complication of the vaccination as well. And it may be a sign of high blood pressure, for example, or one of the other possible complications could be increased chance of ischemic heart disease or heart attack. Although very rare, that's an important sign not to miss because it could be potentially life-threatening. So palpitations means that one can experience a very fast heartbeat or irregular heartbeat, and that can happen when the heart is inflamed, and so the proper function of the heart is affected, not just the pump function, but the regularity of the pump.
Well, thank you very much for your insights, Dr. Yeo. I've been speaking with cardiologist Dr. Daniel Yeo, who's the medical director of Apex Heart Clinic.